The excitement is growing around Averett University's football program. Last season, the Cougars opened up Frank R. Campbell Stadium and had one of their best finishes in the conference in recent years. Fans are buying into the team and the game day atmosphere as the program has sold record number of season tickets and tailgating spots for this upcoming season. Fourth-year head coach Cleve Adams believes there is something special about his 2017 squad.
Is in place. We're excited about the season moving forward. We're moving in the right direction in terms of developing this football team, and we just look to start to build on the preparation week for Hampton-Sydney, and it's just refreshing to start actually game planning for a game instead of just installation and trying to make sure you get the foundation of your offense and defense intact.
One of the Cougars' strengths will be the defense, which returns most of its starting lineup and a host of players with extensive experience. Adams' roster boasts 6 seniors on the defensive line alone, including Donnie Warren, KJ Covington, Sharif Bodie, and Victor Miller. The chemistry doesn't stop there as Averett's linebacker core is extremely deep, and the Cougars return a bulk of the secondary, including all-conference cornerback Tyreek Abel. Offensively, the return of junior running back Sean Bowman is a huge boost after he set the school record with 17 rushing touchdowns a season ago. The tandem of Bowman and freshman Delquan Bigelow give the Cougars a nasty 1-2 punch in the backfield, according to Adams.
Camp, and we look for those guys to be basically a two-headed monster. Their styles are totally different. They're both extremely fast, but Sean's more of a power back with the ability to break long runs, and then Bigelow is again just a very shifty and speedy back that can break it at any time.
The Cougars returned several key members of the offensive line, including Wilson Gregory and Tyler Gray, and also returned senior wide receiver Miles Bennett. As for the quarterback position, the Cougars have a 3-way race during camp between Joshua Eubanks, CJ Filipkowski, and transfer Christian Miles to see who will be calling the signals on Saturdays.
We obviously lost some key players, but we have a bunch of freshmen stepping up and taking their roles. Offensive line-wise, we have 2 freshmen that are really looking good for us this year, and we're going to have a solid front, and we have a lot of playmakers on the outside. At the quarterback position, there's a tight battle right now, but whoever we have back there, I have trust in them, and we look pretty good.
On special teams, the Cougars bring back starting kicker Cole Westbury, but have some depth there and at punter. As for the return game, Averett has several weapons that can help with good field position. As the Cougars prepare for their season opener at Hampton-Sydney on Saturday, Adams believes his team learned a lot from last year's experiences.
Well, I think it's just like any team. When you have success, you start to expect success, and I think this football team understands how to win now. And more importantly, they expect to win. They expect to compete at a high level. They're very motivated to show up to work and go to practice, and I think now that we're starting to zero in on the opener and start to really game plan and prepare for our first opponent, I think they're just going to turn it up a notch. So I think just thinking back from last season to being 5-5 and learning how to win some tough games, the foundation of that learning curve, it doesn't leave. They understand what it takes to play 4 quarters and really dig deep and win a game at the end. So we look forward to our mindset going into the 2017 season, and we're just encouraged by what we feel like we can do.
It's been a good preseason so far, and the Cougars fared well against ODAC favorite Emory and Henry in a preseason scrimmage last week. That has senior Tyreek Abel believing in the Cougars this season.
The preseason has went well. Camp was pretty tough. We just been training. Getting ready for Sydney. We just had a scrimmage last week against Emory and Henry. It put us to the test and figure out what we needed, offensively, defensively, and we're ready.